Hey guys, it's me again, Magic People, and this is Silo. And the first thing I feel relevant to mention when you guys are watching this gameplay, or any of these in general, is that this was the first time I played this level, so I don't know where anything is. I wasn't even sure whether this was a close quarters map or a far range map. Just based on a big snowy open picture on the pregame lobby, I kind of took a guess and figured it was probably a more open map, and I guess I was kind of right. The first place I went to was this really cool tower, which right off the bat, I gotta love it. This is a great sniping place, great vantage point, and I seem to do some real work with the Silence M16 here. I have to say, I really enjoyed playing Team Deathmatch on this map. The only negative thing that I had to say right off the bat was that this is a very large map, and as a result of this map being so large, you tend to be running for quite a while before you even engage an enemy, and unfortunately without a spy plane up in the air, you could be running for a whole long time and then just end up dying right away, which really sucks because it ends up just wasting a lot of time. It makes for a really slow paced game. However, I can see ground war being really awesome on this level, and I can also see domination where the sides are more one side versus the other instead of a flipping spawn. I can see that being a lot of fun on this level because there's a lot of tactical choke points. There's a lot of places with good vantage views that overhang the map. And word of advice: don't jump down from too many things because it might just be high enough to kill you, like that just happened to me back there. But yeah, this map. Let's talk about players and such. Silence players, like Ghost type players, Ghost Ninja, Silencer, those kind of guys, they'll enjoy this map quite a bit because there's a lot of places to run, a lot of places to flank, a lot of ways to stay visibly hidden, and also when the UAVs and stuff are up, you can stay pretty much invisible if you want to. That being said, though, with that kind of gameplay and that kind of strategy, you're gonna have to gradually rack up the kills, and it might be slow going. You might eventually get that Blackbird, you might eventually get that Chopper Gunner, but it will be slow going, and with all the different angles and all the different lanes that people will be running, there's a chance that you might get blindsided, and all that hard work and all that time may be all for nothing. Sniping, there's a few sniping vantage spots. I would say if you had a team of 6, no more than one person should really be the sniper at any point because there really aren't that many spots, and there's not really that worthwhile. And if you have 2 people sniping, then that means there's 2 less people being forwards, so to speak. But that really is preference. It really is up to you. I really like the detail on this level, and part of me really did like playing a large map. And I guess the one benefit to a large map is that you don't have to worry about spawning right with the enemy the second you pop up. I mean, it's big enough that they kind of by nature have to spawn you a decent distance away from anyone, really. You'll either be spawning with your own teammates or away from everybody else. And I like how there's a lot of different ways to get to the same place. You have a lot of choice, you have a lot of options. It also makes for a bit of a challenge when it comes to predicting where the enemy will be running towards you, because as you see right here, I can take this very left alley, I could run through the pipes, or I could hang a right and hug that building in the center. There's 3 options to get to the exact same spot. Pretty cool. And again, the biggest problem I have was the slow pace. If you look at my score here, I'm 10-2. Like, I'm doing quite well, but this wasn't a high scoring game, and it also almost ran the entire duration, which I think more players than not are looking for hard hitting, fast paced games. But that being said, what you guys have seen so far is pretty much the entirety of the map. I mean, from a very general scale. Inside that large building where we first originally spawned, there's some rooms and some stuff that you can go check out there. But other than that, the prominent features are, again, that building, that tower where I first went, this building in the center, which seems to be a very popular spot. And what appears to be underutilized, at least for now, is this, if you look at the screen now, this whole left side, it does appear to be very tight, so this might be the side that you running gunners may like to choose. There seems to be a lot of cover, a lot of short distances, which means submachine guns and stuff may fare better here. I feel like as people play the map more, they probably will start to spread out. They're probably just going with the the shortest distances right now, again, given that it is such a large map. But time will tell, and again, overall, I do enjoy this. I did really think this map was cool. I mean, that could just be based on what I'm looking for in a map, but in my opinion, this is another map, so 2 out of 4, that makes the map pack worth the buy. And I said this in my last video as well, but I'll say it again. So far, I've enjoyed these levels more than I enjoyed the Escalation map pack. So if that counts for anything, if you guys, if my opinion in that regards, impacts your decision at all, then there you go. Again, I didn't get any kill streaks going on this map. I imagine that would be easier on a ground war or a domination where it's a bit easier to get those consecutive kills. But I don't know. I didn't have the opportunity to use Chopper Gunner, but I can imagine that would probably be not the best perk or kill streak rather on this level, because there are so many places to hide inside. You can almost run across the whole map, while giving yourself a pretty decent amount of cover. So I would say don't use Chopper Gunner. Blackbird is probably the most valuable perk here because, again, so many places to go, so many places to hide, so many surprises really, that UAVs just don't really cut it, I mean, sure they help, but there's just so many ways that they can be running in between you, in between things to get at you. Any aerial bombardment is probably not that useful here, again, because of so much cover and because of the size. So I feel like your best kill streaks are probably going to be UAV, counter UAV, because those will be the easiest ones to get out of the bunch. Blackbird, as I said, attack dogs would probably do something here. I mean, they kind of spread out and they kind of work their magic. And other than that, I can't really bring any up to mind right now, but I don't know. Those I'd say would be the ones to try at first for sure. Anything else I can think of while this gameplay is wrapping up here? I think that about summarizes it. You guys have seen the majority of it. Oh, the other cool thing is, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but you really do notice when you're playing because of the volume of it, is sporadically throughout the game, missiles will be going off, which is, makes sense. It's a missile silo. That seems pretty reasonable. And if you see across there, if hopefully my guy looks over, you can see all the open silos. So that's cool to have the giant rocket going off in the background. Just it's an added detail, added feature that I think they did a good job on. I mean, if I can compare, it's like Launch, except for that your whole map doesn't shake and stuff. But the sound effects are really cool. I think they did a good job with the audio in particular on this level. Yeah, that's about it. This wraps up the gameplay, guys, and be sure to check out my next review. I'll be doing what's it called? Hazard. I'll be doing the golf course next, so stay tuned for that, guys. That'll be up tonight as well. This has been Magic People, and I will see you guys really soon. Take it easy.
Enemy authority inbound.